Back. I'm Brian. I'm gonna sit here for the next 30 minutes. It's 6:05 here, Germany time, and I'm gonna sit here, answer your questions. If I get no questions, I very relax and calmly drink my biggest cup of tea. Oh, damn, I said that word. I cannot monetize the video. That's fine. I'm not planning to keep this video on the channel. This is a test run to see if this kind of quick Q&A sessions would work for you. So if you have any questions, now is the time to type it down. I'm not going to teach you anything unless I get bored. Okay? So that's the spontaneous. I guess we're gonna have to see if I'm going to teach anything or not. Write down your questions, anything, all levels welcome. From beginners, hi Usama. From beginners to professionals, anything. Let's see, it's kind of a test for me too. And guys, please make it quick because this big projector is boiling me in a way. It's really strong. All right. Questions, I'll take questions now. That's about a liter, I would say. Super heavy. Who do we have here? Any regular watcher, by the way? If you don't have any questions, you can type in your questions anyway. Usama, do you have any question? Okay. Okay, we got a question. Usama is asking, do you know any online certification I can get on SolidWorks? Because in my country, I can get a legit one. By the way, I'm a mechanical engineering student. All right. When you say online certification, are you talking about SolidWorks certification, something like CSWA, CSWP, CSWE? Or are you talking about license? Because if you're talking about the CSWP, the type of certification that SolidWorks offers on its official website, you have to go on their website, and it's available on, as far as I'm concerned, except for 4 countries, on all the other countries. So I'm not sure which country you're from, but if you're talking about that type of certification, it should be available. I can look for the link. Let me show you. How good are you at SolidWorks? Are you a professional or are you a beginner? Here, check this website out. Guys, for the ones who just joined this session, this is a test run. It means I'm not gonna sit here and teach you a tip or trick in SolidWorks unless I get completely bored out of my mind. Then I would just do something. Other than that, I'm gonna sit here for 30 minutes, 4 minutes gone, 26 more minutes, and I'm gonna take any questions at all level for SolidWorks. So if you're watching this and if you have had a question or if you still have one, this is the time, man. This is a time. Type it. Who do we have here? What countries are you from, guys? Let me know. Do we have anyone from the United States? Do we have anyone from Japan? Do we have anyone from Middle East? Let me know. Abdul Wasem, hi back. How are you doing, man? Do you have any questions? When did you join? Did you hear what this session is about? This session is about me answering questions. Okay, Saudi Arabia. So we have one Middle East. Do you have any questions? Because this is a Q&A. Also, we have one person from US, West Coast or East Coast. Firzan. One person, okay, Kusama is from Morocco. Yes, North Africa, obviously. And he's talking about a certification that he can work with, that I can do in parallel with my mechanical engineering studies. Okay, yeah, so you are talking about that link that I sent you. Go check it out. It's called a CSWA if you're a beginner, because the next certification level you would reach is Certified SolidWorks Associate, and you have to take an exam and pass that, and you can get the certification. All of that is online. Khaled says, I mean SolidWorks expert. You mean you're a SolidWorks expert? It is one of those apps that I see on TikTok. You know, you get one sentence, you have to guess what it means. Ali Yu says, do you recommend a full SolidWorks course? I'm a beginner and I want to learn all the way to an advanced level. Yeah, that would be a logical way to do it. If you want to start from scratch to end, you're gonna have to follow a sequence that would make sense to you. You cannot just go on YouTube and watch random videos, jump here and there, because then you cannot put all these pieces of puzzle together. You're gonna have to create a mental image of the whole software. It comes to you by time, because you're gonna have to learn every feature, every aspect, every tool, every trick, you know, slowly and gradually. And if you happen to stumble upon a course that is covering it in a sequential manner, that's the best way to do it. And I just happen to be working on one that will be released in a month. So if you don't want to miss it out, Ali, I suggest you to just either subscribe to this channel or go to the website, solidworkstutorials.net, and subscribe there. So by the time it comes out, you get the email. Gurav says, hi from India. Hi back. Hi from Germany. Firzan is from West Coast. All right. We've got some... How's the weather up there? Khaled is saying how to get SolidWorks expert certification. All right, Khaled, I have a professional certification. However, I could get one for expert. I've never tried because I've never needed it. I know in order to even qualify to enter the CSWE or Certified SolidWorks Expert exam, you're gonna have to have the CSWP, which is the professional certification. And on top of that, you're gonna have to have 3 more certifications. Either, it's up to you which ones, but you're gonna have to have CSWP plus either sheet metal, weldments, simulations, surface modeling. I don't know the rest. There are some more options. You're gonna have to pick 3 of those, pass them, get CSWP, then you can certify for the CSW, or then you can qualify. Then you can get qualified for the CSWE exam, and you can find all of that on SolidWorks official website. We have the next question. It says, I'm doing an assembly. Can I mirror a body inside an assembly? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Let's just quickly create an assembly from this random or let's just create a new assembly. It's just a feature assembly. Who asked it? I forgot. Khaled is asking. No, Abdullah is asking how he can mirror a component in the assembly. Look, this is the assembly mode. If you go to the assembly tab, you have a linear component pattern. And if you open it, you see mirror components. So just pick a plane or a surface flat. Then you pick your component, then you can just mirror it, all right? That's that. Ajay is from Germany. Same here, Ajay. AJ, right? Dev is asking, how much does a beginner course cost to get the certification? Well, from Holland, hi. Dev, that's a very, very vague question, because a beginner course has nothing to do with the certification. If you're going to, if I'm going to assume that your question means you're a complete beginner and you wanna find a course that preps you to be able to take the, which certification? Any certification, let's just say CSWA, which is the first one, you're gonna have to spend some time practicing. There is no course, there is no magical course that you can just watch and then go take the exam and pass it, all right? I'll give you two things. First of all, it depends on your understanding of the 3D model and the software environment. And second of all, I would guess if you're going to take the beginner course, my course will be released in a month, but how much would that cost? Let's just say for the first portion of it, if it's a very good quality, AAA quality, video tutorial, step-by-step, everything covered, assuming you have zero knowledge, I would say you have to think between 200-ish minimum euros and about at least 40-50 hours of practice. Then you should be good to go. And if you just want to pass the exam for the sake of passing it, go on the website of SolidWorks. They have sample question exams from previous years, and I doubt they even changed that. You can practice those questions, and they just changed the value for that, the numbers, but the whole the nature of the questions are the same. All right. So if you just want to pass the exam, go practice that. And if you want to be good enough to pass that exam with different type of questions, what I said, 50 hours, something like that. Ali says, really a full course? That's awesome. Yes, it will be a full course, Ali, actually. It's going to be a beginner, like from scratch, from the moment you open SolidWorks, which is where I come in. And it will take you up to the professional level. And after that, once the course is released, I will be going to work on some bonus materials such as the CSWA and CSWP exam and some PDF tutorials to give away for practice. Movie lover says salam, which is Persian for hello, salam back. Khaled saying, please can you tell us what's the most simple professional certification we can pass? Thank you. Well, there is one type of professional certification, CSWP, and there is no complicated professional or simple professional. It's a professional exam that has 3 segments. The first segment, 45 minutes, is for part modeling. They give you a task, they give you some dimensions and drawings that you have to convert to a 3D model. You're going to have to be able to work with equations. There is a lot of equations, guys, especially for the CSWP exam. And they will tell you to create the model. Then they will ask you to either measure its mass or the center of gravity of the model. And then you have to pick the right answer there. And then in the next question, they would tell you to go back and change that equation or change the variable in that equation and do the next question and so on. So it's simply one type of professional exam for SolidWorks. Okay, so the next question is from Abdullah. It says, when it is mirrored, it is merged. How can I separate it? It's not merged, to be honest, no. Well, the thing is, if you're going to mirror a component, in the assembly mode, you do not get a different, look at here. I'm referring to my design tree. I have one component and I just mirrored it over here. You do not see a second one. It's not like in the part mode. You still a different component, but it depends on what you want to do with it. Yubed is saying, hi, I'm from South Africa. Can you give headings for your model views? Front, top, and side view. On a 2D drawing, but automatically. Headings for your model. Are you referring to this? Because you get front, left, trimetric, top, but on the 2D drawing, but automatically. Could you elaborate on that? Like, if I'm going to create a 2D drawing from this component, You just have to go here and make a drawing from this assembly. But then you can create different views as well. But what do you mean by headings on that? Dev says, thanks, no problem, bro. No problem. Usama says, can be able to work in company with CSWA certification. What is the value in the market? That's what I was considering when I did the CSWP exam, Usama. The thing is, I've never, first, not that I have done a thorough research on that, so my answer is not a holy grail in this situation. But I don't know if the companies are itching to find those people with the CSWA, CSWP exam. All that matters is, depending on the job title, the requirements of that job for you, they are looking for some sort of a skill, speed, and knowledge of the whole software. I don't know if how much value each company puts on this certification. You're gonna have to do a research on that. I'm sorry, I don't know. AJ says, beginner course will be same all background because I'm from healthcare background and I will appreciate it if you recommend options to practice particular tasks. AJ, I'm a biomedical engineer myself, so I'm not sure if this is kind of similar to what you do with a healthcare background. But yes, beginner course is with no prior knowledge of the SolidWorks. It means zero. You're a painter, you're an artist, and you just decide to work with SolidWorks, so you open it for the first time. My beginner course assumes you're at that level, so it really doesn't matter if you have worked with it or not. Khaled says, all right, thanks. Do you use power surfacing? No, I don't work much with surfacing. Once in a while when I really need it, when I want to do something tricky, sure, but I'm not a real surface modeler. No, I do mostly engineering. Guys, it's 6:22. You started 6:09. It means 13 minutes is gone. We have 17 more minutes. AJ says, oh yes, I'm a biomedical engineering. Well, from OVGU. I don't know which university is that. I'm from University of Birmingham in England. So yeah, biomedical engineer, just like me. Same. If you, I don't know, have you subscribed? If not, either subscribe to my YouTube channel or go to the website, actually, or do both. It doesn't cost you anything. And when the course comes out, quite soon, you get the notification right away. And quite frankly, if you happen to be one of the first ones who get it, it will be much cheaper because the material that I'm putting on, so far I have prepared over 500 gigabytes of material, and it's going to be at least twice as that. So by the time I release it for the first time, it's going to be like 50% of the course. Still, it's many hours, and it will be cheaper. So if you want to get that, make sure to sign up. Ankit says, India. Yes, we have another one from India. Sharon says, how to change the counter color of the sketch. I saw official SolidWorks webinars. They have blue shade, but mine have the light black one. Please reply for this. Thank you. So let me read it again. How to change the counter color of the sketch. All right. So Sharon, if I got your question right, correct me if I'm wrong. There are two ways to do it. First of all, on default, your drawing, as long as it is underdefined, it is in blue, all right? If you go and fully define your sketch, let's just do that, it turns into black. So this is a different color. Now, if I rebuild it, it turns into gray. However, if I right click here and select change color, I can pick whatever I want, change it to orange. And on top of that, if you right click here and go to tabs and, go to toolbars and activate line format, you get this option here. Then you can even change the thickness or the color of your drawing in the drawing. So this is as much as I can tell you. I'm sure one of them was your question, was the answer to your question. If not, let me know. Ankit says your channel is so helpful. Thank you, man. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Guys, by the way, if you're watching this, if I have answered your question, please, there is a Trustpilot link in the description of this video below. It would help me enormously if you just take a couple of seconds to leave me a review. Thank you very much. Hubert says, on a 2D drawing, below, above your model, for example, AA section view, I want to give headings automatically on the model. I drag onto the 2D drawing and not use note. Nice question. I don't know. Let's see if I can figure that out. So let's just go to this desktop. Just go to this 2D drawing, any sheet would do, and you're gonna bring front, and then there is left, and then like this, like you want to have automatic headlines. I don't know you, but if you know, can you do a search for that? If you can't find it, let me know. I can share it to other people. I've never actually wanted to write the view headings. Like if it's a front view, I never had any use to write this is front, because as far as I'm concerned, there are first degree projections and third degree projections if you're in Europe or anywhere else for that matter, except for the US. And the way you organize these views, it means which one, it shows which one is the front, which one is not. So let's just say this is the front. All right. If I move my mouse here, look at the property manager. This is the property manager, by the way, guys. When I move here, you don't see any special change. But if I move here, why nothing is changing? Default. Sorry, guys. Here. If I right click here, properties, you see here, first angle or third angle. On a third angle, I just wish I'm not confusing these two. The right view goes on the right and the top view goes on the top. On the first angle is vice versa. Top goes on the bottom, right goes on the left. So this is, if you're looking at a drawing, which is first angle, this is your front, this is your right, this is your top. And similarly, if you're working with a third angle, this is your top, this is your right, and this is your front. I've never had any need to write it. So Abdullah says, can you do an offset view of a 2D drawing quickly, please? Offset view. Offset view. You mean create an offset of a 2D drawing? That's easy. You just, you have a 3D drawing, you go to offset entities, and you offset it. Sharon says, can you make a video about assembly? Sharon? Then you have not watched this, man. I have the best assembly video on YouTube. I think it was nominated for Oscars. Assembly. If you watch it, you know what I'm singing. Oh, assembly, SolidWorks. I need some keywords there. That's mine, man. That's mine. This one, and also, if you want to do this assembly, if you want to practice with this one, you can download the components that I'm using in this video from my website. So let's just open it in a new tab. This is my assembly. You create this gearbox, which comes in two parts, by the way. Don't forget to watch the second part. You go to the website. You're gonna have to sign up for free, and then you have all the components to download here. You just download parts. Do you see it in the background? Do you? And then you can practice. If you don't want to download it, don't. But the video is there. All right. Who do we have here? We have, can you make a video about assembly? I answered that. Just rated you. Thanks for the, oh, thank you, Osama. Thank you for your rating, man. Ankit says, can you upload videos on SolidWorks visualization? I don't know SolidWorks visualization, Ankit. What does that mean? Visualization. Am I pronouncing it right or wrong? Something is wrong with this word, or for me. Shiva joined. Hi, Shiva. Welcome. Ankit, I'm sorry. You're going to have to tell me about that. What is that? I don't know. Mohammed says, hi, do you use Weldments? Funny you ask, because our weekly tutorial this week on the website is about the first beginner Weldment tutorial. And so are the next 2 weeks, by the way. If you do, in the new version of SolidWorks, the structure system, I can't see all the steel members. Why? I don't know. I haven't been working with Weldments in the new versions for quite a while now. I cannot tell you. If you really want an answer, write it to info@solidworkstutorials.net. So give me some time to do the research, then I can give you a better answer. Because now I've got nothing. I haven't been working with it. But the tutorial that we are preparing on the website. Let's just show you. All right, we have Faranak, very useful. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, so we go here. We have product design. Who asked it? Muhammad. Look, we just did this sheet metal 3 weeks in a row, and now we started with the first basic weldment. So this is a website, SolidWorksTutorials.net. You go here and you go to product design. You have all these components, but what you want is this, and the next week and the next week after that. All right, so the next comment, did I miss anyone? Okay, Khalid is asking, is this any secret of a value 2D drawing? Is it possible to do some drafting tutorials in the future? I'm not following you, man. Is this any secret? Is there a secret of value 2D drawing? Could you please rewrite that? I'm not sure if I get the question. Sharon says, have you worked on SolidWorks PCB or SolidWorks Simulation? I have worked on SolidWorks Simulation on FEA quite a while, but it was a long time ago. Depends on what your question is. I don't know what PCB is. Osama says, can you do a video about the fluid simulations? I wish. CFD, not my thing. No, sorry. Mohammed, you're welcome, man. Amir says, how to mirror entities. Like, how to mirror an entity. We just did some mirroring on the assembly. Now let's just say you have this component, you have this entity. All right, Amir, to address your question. I would like to draw a center line like this. Then you go to the sketch tab over here. You have mirror entities. You select them. Then you decide either you want to create one mirror or you want to copy it, duplicate it. Then you pick an axis, then you mirror it. As easy as that. If you're talking about 3D entities, just let me know. Usama says, thanks. You're welcome, man. Sorry I could not answer about the CFD. Guys, 22, 23 minutes, 7 more minutes. 7 more minutes, guys. Let's just have some tea. By the way, guys, last time I checked, I was trying to answer all the questions, and then at the end I realized I missed some of them. If you happen to be one of the people that I missed your question, just write it again, okay? Don't let me get away with this. Don't let it be so easy for me. Shiva is asking, can you say about design tables? And are equations and design tables the same? Well, Shiva, I'm gonna have to divide your question in two. Equations and design tables are very similar in the function that they do. They're not 100% the same. I am very good with equations. I am not that good with design tables because I've never had any requirements to work with design tables. I know design tables allow you to just quickly modify your component. If you're going to have very similar alternatives of a version, you can work with design tables. And I think it would make it easier for saving. Let's just not get into that much detail for that because I don't want to be wrong in there. Equations are a different thing. Equations, you can just define a parameter. It's simple. Let's just say A, then you define a numerical value for A5. Then when you go back work with the smart dimension, look, if I say this value is equal, what is equal? To A, then it becomes 5, okay? Now if I go back and change A from 5 to 50, it changes my sketch. This is how equations work. And design tables are quite similar, but it's, as I said, I don't know how design tables exactly work. Funny, I asked one of my friends today about design tables. All right. Oh, okay. I'm missing the questions. Can you do a video about simulation? Design tables. Shiva. How to pull the arc radius dimensions in drawing. How to pull the arc radius dimension in drawing. So you just go to drawing. We had one open. I don't have an arc here. I don't understand. You just use smart dimension to do this. If you have an arc, let's just create one. This is an arc. This is more like half circle. Let's just do it like this. Then